Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. We're going to go ahead and get started with our rules really quickly. So rule number 1, follow directions quickly. Wherever you are, whoever you are with, follow those directions. We're going to skip rules number 2 and 3 because those are about raising our hands and go right to rule number 4, which is to make smart choices. So keep on making those smart choices. Rule number 5 is no whining. Sometimes that one can be hard. Okay, grown-ups feel the same way. But remember we talked about when we were at school, we spoke about instead of whining, asking for a break, asking for a minute. Say, can I take a break for a minute, please? Can I do something else for a minute? My brain is really jumbled right now and it needs a minute. Or maybe asking for some water or something like that. So see if you can do that instead of whining. Rule number 6 is to be patient, and rule number 7 is to be kind. All right, we're gonna get started by looking at our morning message. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 6th. So let's go ahead and count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome job. Let's review some text features. So we have been looking at this informational text, this nonfiction book. And so let's see if we can review some of the text features that we see in it. So first off, we have our title page. And then we have our table of contents. Table of contents is found at the beginning of an informational text, and it tells us what the name of each of the headings are and then what page we can go to find out about it. So if you are looking in an informational text and you just want to learn about maybe the plants in North America, then you would look up plants, find the page number, and you can turn right to that page. So it's a super helpful text feature. All right, another text feature that we see are page numbers. A lot of the time they're at the bottom corners of the pages, and that helps us keep track of where we are in the book. All right, let's see if we can find some more text features. Ooh, remember these are called captions. Captions tell us more about the photos or the pictures. All right, so sometimes the captions are at the bottom. In this book, the captions are in this little box. And I know which picture they're talking about because the box is kind of right by the picture. So captions are a great way. If you look at a picture and you don't really know what's happening in it, captions are awesome because they tell us exactly what's going on in the text. Let's see if we can identify a couple more text features. At the top, we see the headings. And remember, the headings tell us what we're going to learn about in this section of the text. So this one says sports and culture. So I know that this page and this page are all going to be about sports and culture in North America. So it kind of tells us what the main idea of these two pages is going to be. When we go to the back of a nonfiction book, we have some things that we can find. First is the glossary. The glossary tells us the definition of words that we may not have known in the text. So remember, when you're reading, if you see a word in bold, that means it's darker than the other words, then you can go into the glossary and find out what that word means. So I'm trying to see if I can find one now. Oh, here we go. The word continent is in bold. So if I didn't know what that meant, I could go, they're in alphabetical order, that means ABC order, find that word continent, and it says one of 7 huge areas of land on Earth. So that's what a continent is. So that the glossary helps us to learn new words. All right, we also have, last one, an index. And an index is a little bit similar to our table of contents, but if we're looking for a specific word in the text, like maybe we're looking for the word desert and we want to know if this book tells us anything about deserts, then we can go down to the letter D, find deserts, and it tells us that it talks about deserts on page 9 and page 16. So sometimes it might talk about something in more than one place. The index is super helpful to find really specific information that you're looking for. So, awesome review of some text features. All right, can you solve this math problem? This math problem is a little bit trickier, but we are moving right along, and I think y'all can do it. So Christian painted 4 of her nails blue and 3 of her nails green. And I just kind of drew 2 handprints here so we could picture it, and you can picture it on your own hands too. 4 of her nails blue and 3 of her nails green. How many nails does she still need to paint? This is where it becomes really important to listen to the words, because you are probably tempted right now to do 4 plus 3 and to solve that problem, which we can do. So, because she has 4 blue nails and 3 green nails. So what is 4 and 3 more? 4 plus 3 is 7. But if we were to write 7 as our answer, that would not be correct, because that's not what the question is asking us. The question is asking us, how many nails does she still need to paint? So she has 7 nails painted. How many nails does she still need to paint? So we actually need to figure out, we have a missing part in our problem. She has 7 nails painted. We don't know this number, but we know that she has 10 fingers. So we need to figure out the missing number in this equation, because so it's 7 plus blank equals 10, because we need to figure out how many nails she has left to paint. So a couple of ways you can do this. Easiest one, since we're talking about our fingernails, is to just use our fingernails. So if she has 4 blue, go ahead and put 4 fingers down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 green, go ahead and put 3 down. 1, 2, 3. How many nails does she still need to paint? 3. Let's check that by putting the number 3 into our equation and then checking to make sure that that is correct. Let's check by drawing a picture. So I'm going to draw 7 circles under the number 7. And remember how we've talked about when you draw your circles, draw 5 on top and then go to the next row, just like a tens frame, because it will help you to keep track of the numbers. It's a lot easier than counting than if you put them all in one long line. All right, and we'll draw 3 more. And remember, we're hoping that the answer is 10. That means that we did it right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. So how many nails does she still need to paint? 3 nails. She still needs to paint 3 more. So it's really important when you're solving a story problem to look back at the question and double check, what are they asking for? What information do we need to give? Because if you had just said 4 plus 3 is 7, that is part of the problem. You did need to figure that out, but you needed to do one more thing to figure out the missing number. Wonderful job, you guys. Happy learning. Love the kindergarten team. Do not forget to go on kinderlions.org and log in for the day. Go on Epic if you have some time, Khan Academy, Lalila, work on your phonics. So many different ways that you can learn, and keep up the good work, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you back here for reading and tomorrow for more learning.